Good evening. I call this May 18th meeting of the Paducah Planning and Zoning Commission to order. I ask that you join us, please, as we stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Mr. Summer, would you call the roll, please?
Benberry, Mr. Bradford.
Here.
Mr. Morrison.
Here.
Ms. Shramke.
Here.
Mr. Shadle. Mr. Wade.
Here.
Mr. Priscillius.
Here. Mr. Morrison, would you please read the minutes motion?
Yes, ma'am. I move that the reading of the minutes for May 4th, 2015 be waived and that the minutes of said meeting as prepared by the secretary be approved as written. Second.
I believe there are a few small changes that we need to make to the minutes. We're going to point those out now. The section, it's actually the third paragraph from the bottom of the first page where it said the motion was seconded by Member Shramke. It was not adopted, so we need to strike that portion. Then we did have discussion, and Member Wade's motion was seconded by Member Shramke and adopted. Then on the second page, it's actually repetition of that information, so we're going to strike that first sentence. Does anyone else have any other changes that they would like to make to the minutes? Anything? So I guess we will be, instead of adopting the minutes as prepared by the secretary, we'll be adopting the minutes as amended.
Is corrected.
As corrected. Is that okay? Does that suit you?
That's proper.
Okay.
I'll second the amended motion.
Thank you. Thank you. Are there any other comments?
Ms. Priscillius, was that an actual motion?
Do you want a motion on that? Do we need a motion?
No. Just,
So moved.
yeah, as corrected.
As corrected.
Sorry.
Whatever.
Mr. Bradford, do you still want a second?
I do.
Okay, so now we need to vote to approve the changes to the minutes.
That was it right there. That was to make the changes.
Okay. So well, never mind. We'll talk about it later. So actually now we're voting on the main motion, which is to approve the minutes as corrected.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure we were all clear on that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you call the roll, please?
Ms. Shramke.
Aye.
Mr. Bradford.
Aye.
Mr. Morrison.
Aye.
Mr. Wade.
Aye.
Chair Priscillius.
Aye. Mr. Wade.
I move that a resolution entitled, "A Resolution Constituting the Final Report of the Paducah Planning Commission on the Proposed Zoning Change from R-1 Low-Density Residential Zone to MU Mixed Use Zone for property located at 2645, 2655, 2665, and 2675 Holt Road be adopted."
Second.
Second by Shramke.
This is actually a continuation of the MU zone. It's located to the west of this piece of property now in West Park Village. The new Holt Road cut through that parcel at some point, I'm guessing back in the 90s, and separated the two. And the same owner owns that lot in the city, plus the 4 lots in the county. So this is just going to be an extenuation of the MU zone for the amount to the preliminary development plan that y'all have in front of you.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
And this is just kind of one of those things that the difference between zone, district, area, those sort of words start to run together sometimes. There's a thing here that says minimum area of any MU district shall be 3 acres. So define that for me. It may or may not apply here.
In the zoning ordinance for the MU zone, any addition to that can be done. Just whenever you establish an initial MU zone, has to be 3 acres.
Right.
But you can add to it piecemeal.
That's kind of what I...
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You want to add, Jason?
And this is just a preliminary, this is not the final, correct? Are there any other questions? Comments?
What are all the abutting properties zoned as? Are they all mixed use as well?
The property to the east across Holt Road is Zone B3 General Business. The property to the north and west is MU, and the property to the south is in McCracken County, and I believe that designation is just commercial, however the county designates that.
Okay.
It's a C zone.
Yeah,
Yeah. But none of the abutting properties are residential?
no.
Okay.
The only reason why it's, well, you know why, it's coming in as an R1 because
Yeah.
that's how everything comes in if it's being
By
annexed.
ordinance, yeah.
Any other questions, comments? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Wade,
Aye.
Mr. Bradford,
Aye.
Mr. Morrison,
Aye.
Ms. Shramky,
Aye.
Chair Crecilius.
Aye. Now, do we need to have a finding of fact that we report with this? No?
No, I think this is coming, since this is an R1 going to another, we're changing the zone, but everything that comes into the city is an R1. And then
Sure.
we're going into this. I mean, we could if you wanted to, but I don't
It's
think
really-
there's going to be any objection.
This is a legal question, so I want to make sure that we're,
And just to add to that, it is compliance with the comprehensive plan, because the future land use map for all of McCracken County shows that area to be zone commercial.
is there any other business to come before the commission tonight? Not? We stand adjourned.